Hey, what's up everybody? Coach Kyle here, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for future content. Look back at old videos, there's a ton of them, and if you find this topic especially helpful or interesting, please share it. And I came across it's almost like it's not a position paper, but it's a good article about the importance of sleep and athletic performance. And this is from Marshall and Turner. It's in the Strength and Conditioning Journal from the National Strength and Conditioning Association. And they talk about sleep stages, sleep and performance, deprivation, how to measure sleep quality, etc. But what was really interesting is basically, to sum it up, it's a checklist for athletes to consider to enhance sleep. So I wanted to just go through those briefly, and I'll link to the entire article below. But just through their research, the references, etc., they concluded that for normal sleep, the most optimal scenario would be to ensure a dark room with no light source. So in our bedroom, we have like dark, thick curtains, and we're sure that they completely, as best we can, cover the window to block out as much light as possible. Quiet environment, maintain the room temperature about 18 degrees Celsius, ensure that the bedding or clothing does not cause an environment that is too hot. So yeah, it's very important that most people in general sleep better in a cooler environment versus a warmer environment. Sleep routine, consistent time each night for falling asleep to begin and waking up. And in general, during the school year when my wife's in school, we go to bed around 9:30 or so. We get up around sometime that 5 o'clock hour in the morning. So it's pretty consistent Monday through Friday for us during the school year. Napping not later than mid-afternoon. That can be a challenge at times, but it's very important. Avoid caffeine and food fluid ingestion leading up to sleep. So I try very hard to not drink or eat anything that hour, 2 hours before bed, because that's one thing I noticed, that if I drink in the evening, like fizzy water, beer, whatever, I'm more likely to wake early in the morning to go use the restroom, which is a speed bump throughout, in that 7-8 hour sleep. And then avoid the use of computer, tablet, etc. before sleeping. And I do a pretty good job at that. So they also talk about napping, and napping should be used to recover sleep debt if you're missing out on sleep. 30 minutes is typically adequate. Enhance the waking process during a training day through ingestion of caffeine before napping. So this is kind of a trick where if you drink coffee and then immediately go take a nap, the caffeine takes a while to kick in. So if you drink coffee, take a nap, and then you wake up, you'll be really good to go, because you have nap plus your caffeine is just about to kick in if you sleep for a half hour or so. So you can kind of time it for an optimal wake up with the caffeine coffee right before a nap. Wake up under bright lights and immediately face wash upon waking. So there's some tips for optimizing, enhancing your sleep and or napping. So anything that you need to work on, for me, especially in the summer when my wife's not teaching, the sleep routine completely goes out the window in regards to when we go to bed and when we wake up. But the nice thing is that we don't have an alarm anymore, because she doesn't have to get up to go to school. So we can basically sleep in as late as we want, which for me is typically only around 6 or 7 o'clock. But so that's probably the thing that we could really work on the best outside of the school year, is our routine. So what about you? And as always, you keep running, I'll keep coaching.